I'm recording, babes.
Let's fucking roll. Recording in progress.
We are elevated today. I
Yes.
put us on stools.
We're sitting right up.
Because I feel like last week I was like melting into the couch. I was
You
just
know
like...
what? That's a testament to the couch. It was very comfortable.
Comfortable.
Jackie has a lovely home. It's very, very nice. And I just...
Many Broadway cups.
Yes, there's so many Broadway cups. And it's like, who do you want to be today? Who do you want to be?
Shout out to our friends at And Juliet.
Yes, and shout out to everybody on the now finished, closed revival of Funny Girl and the national tour. Amazing shows. Beanie, I was always rooting for you. And Leah, you did a great job.
I saw Julie Banco. And she was amazing.
Yeah, I heard some of the leaks.
I thought she had me crying.
There's a lot of talk about slime tutorials.
Yeah.
But you know what? Sometimes they do a girl good. What if we didn't see the new Glinda's, Miss Emma's, Couldn't Be Happier? What then? I was elated when, like, so where's the line? Where's the line between Broadway pro shots that get put on, like, Broadway.com for promotion and then no slime tutorials ever? Where's the line? What's the beef? And where do we go from here?
Let me tell you. So the first thing is, it's the union rules. So Actors Equity, the union representing professional theater actors and stage managers in the United States, basically only allows a certain amount of footage shot to be used as promotion. So like, you know, like the fucking like 30 seconds we keep seeing of Ashley Parker Angel and Jackie Burns in Wicked that has been playing on our TVs for like 10 years. So that's like a certain thing that like they allow.
Okay.
But then anything else has to be negotiated as like a separate contract.
I see.
And I think because it's union, probably through SAG, so then it becomes very expensive because you have to pay them all like a certain SAG rate.
And then we're going, Wicked's got the budget for that.
They haven't done a pro shot, like a pro shot that's like available to be seen.
I more so mean like seeing like somebody TikToking on like a Broadway, you know, like it's like a professional shot of her singing Couldn't Be Happier, and it's like they're putting that out for the world to see. Anyways, enough theater talk here.
No, more theater talk. I haven't watched it yet, but The Comeback, Valerie Cherish in Chicago.
I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it either.
What a genius star turn for that woman.
I decided I'm gonna rewatch all of The Comeback, so I'm in season 1 right now.
Me too.
Before I watch this new season. So
yeah.
I'm gonna try to catch up to it.
I am going through, what's it called? The other two right now. And I am loving it. I've never seen a show that has made me laugh like that. Andrew and I have a very similar humor. And so I just keep FaceTiming Andrew being like, what is going on? And it's at least like 2 or 3 times an episode where it's just something so niche that like you feel like only 10 people know. And Andrew and I are both of those people. Like, oh my god, it's crazy. It's so much fun. But then I'm gonna watch The Comeback.
Did you watch the one where she's like, I forget, I think he calls her to be like, hey, what's a gay bar in Chelsea I can go to?
Eagle. No,
she's like
lower. Rebar.
Yeah, she's like knows like where in
exactly.
Chelsea like the last few gay bars are.
And it was Noah Galvin. And it was Noah Galvin. Oh my god, that whole like son and daddy thing. Oh, that was amazing. And they're just making out afterwards. I FaceTimed him after that. I was like, Noah Galvin, I love it. I put her in drag for the first time, and let me tell you, not great work on my end. I did my best.
Looked so pussy.
I did my best, but I was not as skilled as I am now. And then she was in theater camp and just was the ultimate fish.
Well, that is
giving Troye Sivan a run for her money.
That is the perfect segue to this week's episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. The much derided, much lauded, much debated perennial challenge.
Makeup bag.
Yeah, makeup challenge. Makeover, make up, make it go away.
Make it work.
Honest with you, because it's just getting ridiculous. And this is the first time watching the show where I've been like, are they purposefully rage baiting to get people to talk about it? Like that's
Yes.
I feel like they purposefully, this episode specifically, were like putting things out there from Rue being like, Michelle, oh, it's a Michelle who always wants to see a family resemblance.
Sure.
To then Michelle and Law arguing to who's in the top and who's in the bottom. I felt like it was all set up to make us, the viewers, debate.
I think so. And it's also like one of those that you really can put so many different spins and twists on like what you think. We didn't watch this together. What did you I mean, should we just get into it? Or like, well, what for you, in your mind of minds, if you were a judge, what would you be looking for? Would you be looking for the same hair, the same silhouette? Like, do you think they should be twins? Like, do you think that they should be separate and have their own identities? What are you thinking?
I would look for an interesting concept.
Okay.
Executed well.
Okay.
So, for example, my problem with Discord wasn't the concept. I thought the concept was great. I did not think it was executed well.
Yeah.
Because those outfits did not fit either of them well. And yes, it was very similar to what things that Sugar and Spice have done. But when Sugar and Spice have done that idea, it's very polished, very perfect.
To a T. Yeah.
Whereas that, I was very confused where Discord's breasts were in that little black chenille jacket. I had no idea.
I've been telling you, I've been saying it all season. Miss Mama does not give silhouette.
At all.
And this was an outfit that she needed to deliver silhouette on, and she tried, and that's just not her gig. Cool interpretation. I would have thought that maybe something more like we're both in a rock band would be like more up her alley. Also, like, don't you think that maybe this is one of her and her partner's outfits or whatnot? Like, I don't know if this is something that they both had, but I'm like, wouldn't you and your partner have a bunch of like matching outfits? Like, I don't know.
Jumping back a little bit. Let's pull back to the setup of this episode. So Rue shows up fresh from the farm in Wyoming in her 10-gallon hat. She said, just closed up the gaskets for the day. Thought I'd come to set.
Say hi to you guys.
Say hi to you guys. and introduce this cowboy booby bouncing mini challenge.
Yes.
Here, to go back to earlier in the season, are bouncing boobs funny or not?
Justice for Mandy Mango.
Because according to this mini challenge,
they're hilarious.
Very funny.
They are the hilarious Ross Matthews in this challenge.
Hilarious Ross Matthews.
And, you know, again, I mean, it goes back. Is the chicken or the egg? Are they rage baiting us or not? What's going on?
What's going on? Discord is really gunning for it, though, and she, like, bounds. I mean, she was like, this is not about performance. I'm getting to the end of the line. And she was right. She won $2,500.
She sure did. And then, you know, she went to the Lucy LaDuca School of Math and said, I do have 2 mini challenge wins, so that kind of counts as a main one. And I was like, love that for you. I'm trying to think of like what an equivalent of that is.
I won 3 mini challenges.
Period. So 1.5. 1.5 wins for you,
1.5 wins for me. Yeah. So
and thank you. It's the LaDuca method. Yes. Thank you, Lucy.
Thank you, Lucy.
Shout out
to Lucy. The first Lucy to be on this show.
Lucy!
In this episode, we meet a new Lucy, spelled the same way. I forget which one of them. One of the daughters is named Lucy.
One of the daughters
in this makeover challenge.
Were they supposed to be mom and daughter?
Or whatever. Sisters?
One of the... Okay.
I think that's the question, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, and we'll get to every single one of them. Trust and believe.
I'll pull up the names.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was so nice to meet Miss Lucy. I don't know which one she was, but she was fantastic. Oh, my God. Can we talk about the absolute shock I had when it was full bar? Everybody was so excited after the episode, and then they just slap us with "In Loving Memory of Jerry."
Heartbroken.
Everyone was like, "No!"
I know, that was really sad, and he seemed so lovely too.
He really did.
I think he was the oldest one. And, and I thought he looked beautiful. It
was giving when he shaved. We were all like, yes. It was fierce. Well, rest in peace, Jerry. Wherever you were watching, I hope they had cable. And I hope you enjoyed yourself being a beautiful woman.
In addition to $2,500, Discord also won the ability,
the power to choose.
The power to choose who goes with who. And for the most part, she did great.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of middle-aged and up men.
And some more different than others.
Sure.
I loved how each individual was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were all so unique. Like, well done casting. You guys did a really good job with that one. They were all so unique and so interesting.
So I don't know. Actually, I can't see what all of their names are, to be honest with you. But that's okay. Let's just go through one by one.
Let's just say thing 1, thing 2. Nini 1, Nini 2.
Nini 1, and then the caterpillar and the monarch butterfly. So I looked up what this caterpillar, monarch butterfly caterpillar looks like, and it does look like that.
Pull it up.
However,
I want to see the receipts.
However, that outfit, regardless of what the actual thing looks like.
Oh, she really ate that. It just looked crazy.
It just was ugly.
It just looked
This
crazy.
is a sorry, my screen is dirty. This is what an actual monarch butterfly's caterpillar looks like, which is kind of gorgeous.
She ate, but
I was confused why it had wings though, because caterpillars don't. I thought at first the whole time I thought it was a bee, and then I find out it's a caterpillar. But I was like, when do caterpillars have wings?
it was just a little. It was a little over the head. I was like, give us,
It also just didn't look great on that person.
No, it did not.
It looked like a tube sock.
Yeah.
Like a striped tube sock.
And indeed it was.
And indeed it was.
The makeup was good though. I thought Nini did a good job with the eye.
And I love that she stuck to her signature thing of not wearing wigs. This girl hates wigs.
She does.
She does hate wigs.
And loved Nini too.
Yeah, energy was great.
Our black Jewish
rodeo cowboy.
Yeah.
Very afraid of his feminine side.
Yes, very afraid. And Jackie and I have worked at queer rodeos before. Let us tell you this.
Literally, I was telling Plasma this story on the microphone when you texted me, OMG, where is Tink? Because we have...
Shout out to you, Tink, if you're watching.
Tink is the, I think, current reigning or former, maybe no longer, mix non-binary rodeo royalty person of Arizona.
Yes.
For the Arizona Gay Rodeo League, which Jan and I have had the privilege
performing
to perform
for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic.
Honestly, we're ready to come back.
We are so ready to come back. I love Arizona. I love Phoenix. And I want to get on a horse this time.
Oh yeah, Scarlett got on a horse. So Scarlett Envy did this with us, and she got on a horse as well.
She rode that horse, honey. I loved it.
She got on a horse. But yeah, we've met.
We know the queer.
Very lovely
the
people.
queer community in terms of rodeo. Yes.
Very lovely people.
Have you ever been to a rodeo?
No.
Girl, so much fun. Oh my god. So we went to a rodeo. EJ's sister got married at a rodeo, and the night before we went to the actual rodeo, and it was amazing. They were playing music. We were not the only gay people there. There was this guy with his full beat on with nails and was yes, and it was amazing.
Well, it's kind of like the Wild West version of WWE wrestling, right?
Yeah.
People put a lot of pageantry into the sport of it.
It shows. Oh yeah.
They're putting on shows, mama. Yeah, they're putting on shows.
Belle. It's really fun. Intense.
We gotta go.
We gotta go to the rodeo.
Maybe we should ask next time if we can host an event for them at a rodeo. Because we hosted a private reception for them, not at the rodeo. But wouldn't it be fun to host the rodeo?
Jackie.
Let's get
Hey, we gotta work on our rodeo voices.
This ain't Texas.
Woo! That's all we can do legally.
That's all we can do. Can't afford more than that.
Woo!
Okay, so yeah, that was Ms. Nini and Baby Nini. Then we had Mikey. So Mikey and hers looked incredible together. I do think Mikey had a little bit of unfair advantage in that hers was a former drag queen.
I do too. Place this here. Put that there. You know that woman was Edna Turnblad in her local town's production of Hairspray. Down. She was ready to perform. Didn't she have a bingo gig?
I think she did.
I hope that she's booked again in whatever city she is. I really hope that she hosted a viewing party in whatever city she is and came out of her shell like Nini's was supposed to, mama.
I would love to see the two of them cast as Penny and Pingleton in Hairspray. That'd be so great.
Absolutely.
Because Mikey she's not a Tracy, but I could
No.
see her as a Penny.
I can totally see her as a Penny. But she's an ingenue. She said it. She says she's the ingenue. Penny's not the ingenue. But Mikey is funny. I think that there's a little room for comedic actress in there with Miss Mikey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Love that talented woman. And she ended up winning the challenge.
Yeah, and this was,
Do you agree with this?
The outfits were similar in silhouette, slightly different cuts, same fabric. Hair was the same, part on different sides. Makeup was beautiful on both of them. They have very different bone structures. I mean, Mikey has a very adorable heart-shaped face, and Mikey's sibling did not, but they still look great together.
Yes.
I mean, they were the ones that I would pick out of a crowd of being like, oh, those two are related.
The most related. I agree.
But, something I was also wondering is, like, what if there was a way to, like, make this challenge a little more than just the makeover itself? And what if it was more about, like, what can you and your partner, like, put together? I know they've had them do, like, little choreographed routines before, but not that.
Yeah.
Like, what could you do besides that? Maybe it's, like, a skit, or maybe you get to decide with your partner, like, some kind of performance element, like, something.
Yeah, let's keep adding to the ways that we can make this more, like, visible.
I honestly think they should just lean into it, because the show has this continuing conversation with whether or not boys who do theater should end up doing drag, right? I feel like that's been such a conversation. Get like 6 gorgeous chorus boys off of Chicago or some show.
Yes.
Have them come do a makeover, and then the dancer has to choreograph something for him and the queen to do, or a performance or something.
Absolutely.
Like, weaponize those BFAs.
Come on, y'all need to
That is
really
TV right
get
there.
in. You guys need to stop sleeping on the gay theater folks. We are so fun.
Ridiculous.
We have a great time, and we're not afraid to make ourselves look foolish and do something fun.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be really fun to, like, take, like, a bunch of, like, or, I mean, I guess they kind of did this with the Vegas challenge. They took the dancers from that show.
Yeah, totally.
But, I mean, I'm saying just lean all into the theater of it. Maybe it's not about dancing. Maybe it's about now you two have to perform a scene or a song together.
Right. A scene. Could you imagine?
Scenes and songs.
They're like...
From RuPaul's Drag Race.
Peanut. Oh, my God. Michelle Visage as Major Mama Morton. When?
Has she not done it?
I don't think so.
Oh, but there is a video of her and Jinx singing in class, so maybe that's why I thought. I also love that they said Major Mama Morton.
What?
You said Major Mama Morton.
Isn't it?
Matron.
I always say Major Mama Morton.
Mama, that's Major Mama Morton.
I do say that, and I do think that I really genuinely did think it was Major. Not Matron.
And she is Major.
And she is Major. Major Mama Morton. Cast me, Chicago.
Okay, winner chicken dinner Mikey. Moving on. We
Yes.
then have Ms. Juicy, who I thought did well.
Killed it. Yeah, I thought she did a great job.
I like the energy of her person.
Yeah, they were fun. Yeah, I thought my theory was correct. I was like, this is like she is learning how to sew right before our eyes through trial and error. And she was able to like make that work for her sister.
I have a feeling that Jane helped her. Right?
I don't think so.
You don't think?
No, I think all she had to do was make a tube.
I guess so. She made a bodysuit.
That's all she had to do.
Okay. And she did it.
And she did it.
I do think it's... So, to go back even more, these girls have had so many runways to prepare for. This is episode... What episode is this?
12,
this
11?
This is episode 12.
Gag.
So, on season 12, we only had to film 12 episodes total before the finale.
Right.
They still have 2 more to go. Then they're bringing them back for the whatever lip sync and then the finale. So they're having to prepare for 14 episodes. When I was preparing for this, I was like, okay, I know the makeover challenge is later on. It's when it's like the top 6 or 7 or 5 or whatever. So it's like, when you're budgeting time and money and whatever, I put the least amount of like money towards what I was bringing and preparing for the makeover look.
Right.
Which, I was in the bottom for, so maybe that was a mistake. But I wonder too for these girls, like, I felt this about Darlene, I felt this about Discord. I felt this about a little bit with Juicy. Is like, how much did they really prepare for this challenge?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody just approaches it from a different point of view, which is like, I guess, how they interpret family resemblance, which is why I think the competition is so divided on like what it should be. I don't know. I brought yeah, when I was in 70s Child Honey, I was like, give me a couple of things that are pink and blue, y'all, and like I'm taking them with me. Sorry.
Yeah, things where you have matching outfits.
Yeah,
for. Yeah. Because I had literally the same thing. Was I had that first, the long sleeve jumpsuit made for me, and there was extra fabric, and she was like, I can just make a short one for you, and I was like, great, and I just threw both those in my suitcase,
literally fab,
and was like,
here we go,
make them work. But yeah, I don't know, speaking to that, how much Juicy like foresight she had. I did think to myself, okay, what's something that would work on different body types? That long sleeve one was super stretchy. It would have worked on someone bigger than me, and then I would have worn the little one. Or how it ended up being, since I had little snacky cocks and she was so little, she wore the little one, and I wore the big outfit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm curious how much Juicy thought about it, or if she was just like, I just got to get two things, and they're big and fabulous. Because it did look fabulous.
It did. I think I think she had a good idea of what she could do.
Yeah.
Because it was headpiece. It was, I think she knew what she was doing going into that.
Yeah. So I thought she did great. I continuously adore Juicy. I want her to be in Jellicle Ball. I keep saying that.
Yes. And we won't rest.
We won't rest. Okay, next up we have Jane. And I thought they looked great. This is the one that I see the fans fighting about a lot. Their dresses were literally the same fabric, two different colors. They both had were they turkey feather boas in two different colors. Just a silhouette, and it wasn't even the silhouette was that different, just the neckline was different.
Yeah. I also, though, I don't think the makeup was similar at all.
You don't?
I think like one of them had like Jessica Rabbit, like I think her makeover had like Jessica Rabbit eyes, and Jane's always like yanked. Like I think that she didn't do the mug. Like,
I mean,
I guess it's like bone structure too, but I didn't really see. They just look so, in my mind. Yeah, like it is similar enough that it shouldn't be an issue. But I do think that it's not as good as some of the others.
Yeah. I do think it was, very sweet that, because Jane's partner had passed, that she did the shoot, I think it's with Darlene. Yeah, so she shot her looks with Darlene, and then Darlene shot her looks with Juicy, which I thought was really cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's so cute. Also, Darlene's getting married, I guess, next week.
Go, girl! Congrats!
Congrats, girl. Go on, get married. Yeah, I'm with the fans on this. I just think that they were looking for a reason to kind of, like, spook Jane.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me.
But I think that she should have been spooked. I think that she was bottom 3, hands down.
Oh.
I do.
Okay. Well, that's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
Next up, we have Discord. This is where I kind of started the conversation.
Yeah.
I think the concept was good. I just thought the execution was bad. The outfits did both of them horribly.
Yeah, it was close, but it just didn't really like line up how it should have. It just looked sloppy and rough around the edges. Like, that's the thing. It's like, why? I mean, look at those two. Like, Nini's looked rough. Like, Discord's looked rough. It was about the fit, and I think like Jane like was better because it was clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
like,
that's what I'm saying is I feel like when Michelle kept going in about how like it doesn't look like family resemblance, I'm like, it's not that. It's just that honestly, Discord's outfit fit her so poorly.
Yeah.
Like, and she didn't have to alter that, right? I'm assuming she brought it to fit her.
I've been saying and preaching and praying.
Why did it fit so poorly?
I've been saying and preaching and praying for this girl that she's.
But like, I was like, it was like I felt like the boobs were down here. Maybe that was like the corset. I was confused what was happening.
Yeah, I mean, family resemblance, fine. But like, it's more like when you go into that aesthetic, I feel like it gives us clueless schoolgirl. I'm like, those are classmates. They're not twins.
Sisters.
They're not sisters.
Well,
like,
don't tell Sugar and Spice that.
Well, I know, but like, even so, like, what do you think?
those two characters.
But they look exactly the same.
Their faces are the
so
same,
they
yeah.
can get away with that because they literally are. If they needed to do a challenge like that, they would just probably do everything completely opposite from each other and have the same exact mug. Like, it wasn't like that with James.
Discord.
Or Discord.
Yeah. But I do think in the end, I liked Discord's concept, and I thought it was more interesting than, honestly, either Jane or Mikey's concepts, who were just in similar dresses and similar wigs. Like, there was no concept to either of those looks. Those were just two glamorous girls.
Right. I feel like most of the time the concepts don't really get the shake. I mean, no shade to Jada, but Crystal's Bert and Ernie is like one of the greatest.
People love it still.
One of the greatest makeover challenges of all time, hands down.
Yeah.
And like, it didn't win.
Not even, was not a winner.
Was not a winner.
Was not a winner. Last but I don't think least, we had Darlene.
Oh yeah, this one I think people are divided on too. I think people think that they. Like, it doesn't look as expensive as the other ones, but I'm like, I know who those women are, and it, again, was clean.
Yeah, it definitely read more like two best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Barb and Star.
Like, I think, while I found it more interesting and fun to watch, this to me read more like two best friends over Jane's, which to me read like mother-daughter.
Totally. I think maybe, for me, as an Italian woman from New Jersey, this gave me Atlantic City, and I have a bunch of family members in like my extended family who are like brother, sister, sister, and like they are these women. And so for me, I was like, oh, that's X and Z from my family. So I could put it into that perspective for myself from a personal standpoint. But it could also be said, like, these women are Barb and Star. They're best friends going on a trip. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it looked like to me.
I get that. Completely valid.
I also love that, like, what's amazing about Darlene's package is, like, the high-low of it all.
Yeah.
Like, she'll have outfits like that beige runway, which you're like, bitch, this is incredible couture.
Right.
And then stuff like this, which looked like she, like pulled some stuff out of a fanny pack.
I love her.
Like, it was like spandex and a prayer mama.
Why you mad?
Why are you mad?
She is so wacky. But yeah, again, like, clean.
It was
looked
still,
clean.
It looked clean. It looked well done. The people who I enjoyed, like, made me smile the most when I looked at them, I guess to that point, were Mikey and Darlene.
Yeah.
To that point. But I still thought Juicy and Jane, I thought, executed the challenge. And I just think that Nini's was just too much concept and not enough execution.
I think also something that I will say about Jane is that I feel like she always has like something a little too much on. Like, I didn't think that the feathered boas added anything. I think it took away.
They also didn't make sense on a long sleeve outfit.
And like, remember that like huge like macaw that she had on that like rainbow print dress? Like, it's just a lot of like grand pieces that aren't like super refined. Like, I just didn't. Like, I think that that's what got in the way for her. But again, always extremely, extremely tidy and just like full force.
Yeah, because if you think of a boa kind of in its traditional sense of like it's your shawl when your shoulders or your arms are exposed, like both of them have long sleeves and gloves.
It just there's no skin. Like it's too much. It's covered too much.
Yeah, I see that. I'm with you, my sister.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
So then Mikey
wins.
Mikey Meeks wins. Congratulations.
You're number one.
I love it. Congrats, girl. And then we have Nini Cuckoo and Discord Adams in the bottom. Gag.
Yes, and they're doing a ballad.
We Can't Be Friends, right?
Which is a beautiful song, and it's a very sad song. It's like one of the saddest songs, like, you know, I listened to it a lot in my breakup last year. Like, I think it's a big breakup song. And I'm very confused. All Discord had to do was, not all she had to do, but like the first and easiest thing she had to do was not smile.
Like, she, to me, was, like, giving, like, a CoverGirl commercial. Like, she was like, we can't
be
friends. And, like,
and you're like, no, this is a
No,
really sad
like-
song. Like, your heart is broken because you loved this person so much, and the worst part about your breakup is not that you're no longer together, is that you're not even friends anymore. Like, that's so sad.
Mama, shed a tear.
Mama, I'm about to start crying thinking about
Shed
it.
a tear, don't strike a pose. I am saying this. It is the episode where they can really pull the strings. This is the gotcha episode when there's so many different things that they can say, so many different ways that it can go. And to have like a ballad where it's like, as long as you emote, they can edit it to be whoever they want to win wins. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't like, I'm so excited and we're doing like tumbles and like licks and splits, you know? So,
but Discord didn't even give them anything. Like, whenever the camera cut to her, she was smiling and she was in a whole different song.
But I'm saying this one was an easy decision. Like, no shade, but it was
if they'd wanted to keep Discord, all she had to do was just kind of the bare minimum.
Yeah, that would have been a gag if Nene went home.
But you know what I do love about it? And this is a positive thing I will say about Miss Discord Adams. I love that she believed it was a happy song.
Yeah,
I love
her point of view.
I love her. She thinks the world is one way, and it is for her.
You can't tell her boo,
You
and
can't
I
tell her
love
anything.
that.
She goes, "This is my happy song."
I've always said
we can't be friends, but I'd like to just
you know
pretend.
Yeah, with a little wink and a smile. I love it. I've always said doesn't really do shape, but really sticks to who. And you know what? Another reason why I think she went home was I don't think that this look was her. Everything she's done this season has been so like punk and rock, and this was like, I totally understand, like, it's a fun way for you to do something different, but I don't think that she nailed it being different, and she wasn't herself this week, and so she went home.
Ooh, yeah. And Nene, I thought was good in lip sync. I thought she nailed the intention of the song.
Absolutely.
Which is kind of like, honestly, the bare minimum of a ballad, but certainly the one thing you have to do is like, what is the song about, and do I believe that you believe the words you're saying?
Yeah. This is a good top 5. I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm excited. I want all of them to go to the finale. They're all great, and they deserve it. I truly believe this is like, it really is the cream of the crop here. Like, this is a really, really, really good, different top 5.
Yeah, very different top 5 than we're used to. The closest to like a pageanty girl we have is who? Juicy? Not even.
Pageant.
You know, I feel like there's always like a
She's a
pageanty
comedian,
girl.
though.
But yeah, there's always like some like a, you know, like,
It's no one. They're all so unique.
they're all very unique. We'll see what happens. What's the challenge next week? Do we know? Is it another design challenge?
No, I don't think so.
We can't do another design challenge.
Let me think.
We can't do it. Would that be the 4th? Oof. We'll see. You know what?
Tom.
Me and Jan will be here to recap it.
We will.
Sister in drag.
And thank you so much for tuning in. Like, rate, subscribe, and share.
Oh wait, and Jan, tell us about Gaga.
This Wednesday, Jessie Ware was at my show at Pieces Bar, Snatch Wednesdays, which was also Izzy Uncut's birthday. It was electric. Jessie Ware, love you forever. But then I said, if I make a certain amount of money tonight, I'm going to get tickets to Lady Gaga. And I did make that money. And so I was looking online, and on Ticketmaster, they were going, things were just popping up left and right. And I was like, if I can get this ticket in this section for this amount of money, I'm going. But not only does it have to be there, I have to get it. And I was on the phone with Andrew, and it just popped up, and I was like, I gotta go! And just clicked it, and was like, oh my god. I was literally right there, closest I've ever been to her.
Wow.
I had friends who were in the audience near me who were looking at me saying, oh, it was so cute to watch her. You were just waving at her. And I was like... Woo! I was waving.
You were
to
in
the
full
girl.
drag. You look beautiful.
I was in full drag, honey. Oh yeah, people were taking pictures. Oh my god,
Waving back?
celebrities waving back. It was
Wow.
like a dream come true.
Well, congrats, my sister. I'm so glad that
Thank
that,
you.
that dream came true.
Thank you. Well,
That'll be like me whenever Julie Andrews
the
does
dream
her
came true.
next tour of her spoken. I know.
The dream came true.
The dream came true.
Well, cheers, my sister. Wanna go?
Cheers.
Wanna get a drink?
Yeah, let's go get a drink.
Cheers, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Bye.